Hey, my name is Dan Reeses, and for today's video, we're going to be filming for my channel called The Competition. Now, The Competition is something that I created in order to teach and educate everybody about the importance of business as it relates to whatever industry you choose to go into. Now, I want to remind everyone that I'm #1 in the world in something called applied mathematics, as well as game theory. That is something that most people have no idea what it is. So being #1 in the world in something like this gives you no recognition. Nobody even cares. As a matter of fact, I saved this country last summer and nobody even cared. Now, for that, I simply just move on with my life. Now, my goal in life right now is to spend the winter teaching my kids how to ski and spend time with my family. But my overall goal in my life has been to be an educator. I respect educators, I love the educational system, and essentially the point of this competition, the competition channel, is to educate the people that are watching in the art of business. Now, in order for me to have created, there was only one problem with this. You see, Microbank is #1 in the world at what it does. And for me to show everyone this, I needed to take on a business that's comparable. But I couldn't find one. And as I was growing Perfect Pawn from my mother, I became the best and the biggest in New Jersey, and I destroyed all the competition by accident. Now, destroying the competition was actually bad for the business because it created a monopoly which I had less control over than when I had competition. So what did I do? I had to invent my competition. So my competition for Microbank, the closest thing that I could find, which is a hybrid of a check casher and a pawn shop and really does the same thing that I do, is called Cash Centers of New Jersey. It's located on Route 10, and it goes by the name of Premier Pawn. You see, that sounds just like Perfect Pawn, right? Well, that's because there's a huge backstory behind it. And that backstory, we first have to identify who is the man that runs Premier Pawn and Cash Centers of New Jersey. Who am I going against? Like, who is my competition? What is the game theory? What is all this? Who is this person? Is it a man? Is it a woman? I don't know what it is. Oh! I just got it. I just realized who it is, but unfortunately I can't just release it. I have to play a little game. I don't know if anyone's ever played the game Hangman. Please, I want to remind everyone this is for entertainment purposes. I would never ever instill anything that's negative or violent or even hint at anything like this. This is nothing more than entertainment value. And the reason why I say this is because I'm so good at morphing reality and entertainment that even though everything is real, this game of Hangman, the only thing that's going to be real is the name underneath here. Now, alright, so we've identified before this video, the only thing I knew about it is this person has 6 letters in his name. Okay? Oh, I already gave it away, it's a male. So, it's a male. So, like, now we know that the competition, it's a male. So the first letter I'm going to do is J. Is there a J in the name? No J. Okay? Is there an H in the name? Yes. Yes! We have an H. So, we need to identify who is this 6-letter man whose name starts with an H that runs Cash Centers of New Jersey and Premier Pawn. I don't know how to spell. I am dyslexic, and nor can I put letters together, but I am really good at math. I'm so good at math that I actually know that the only number here that I could see that's #1, and that's me, I own Microbank, but this guy right here, there's a whole story behind how he even became the competition, and I'm sure I had something to do with it. You see, for me to have created a real challenge, I had to have created the competition. That's how sad it is around here in New Jersey. You go to Florida, there's a lot of really good pawn shops, but New Jersey, unfortunately, there's only one real deal, and that's me. And when I left, I had to leave something behind in order to duke it out. So now, if your name starts with an H, you run Cash Centers of New Jersey and invented a complete ripoff of Perfect Pawn, you are what is called a fake artist. I am a real artist. You are a fake artist. By being a fake artist, you eliminate your reputation and your ability to ever release any art into the world. You see, there's businesses out there that are run by artists, just like myself. We care very much about many different factors that have nothing to do with profit. So when you try to take my art and morph it into something that is horrible and only wants to make profit, you step on stage and you are right here next to me. So if your name starts with an H, and not J, I was wrong on J, and wait, let's see if there's a T in the name. No T. So that's it. So there's no T in the name of this 6-letter person, and there's just an H, and over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to try to guess the other letters in the name. And because there's no T, we got a little bit closer. Okay? So, unfortunately, I can't identify my competition yet, but once I identify the competition, I hope I can get them up here and we could talk about business and we could really teach the world what it's like. Because remember, the most important thing about a really good competition is the educational aspect of what happens as the competition unfolds. So, if you are part of this business, please prepare yourself for what's about to happen, because everything is a setup, and it's a setup in order for the world to see what has happened. So, my name is Dan Reeses, and I'm really excited about the competition channel because it allows me to really teach the world about real art, right here, and fake art, right over here. And when I say art, you'll understand what I mean if you give me a chance. My name is Dan Reeses, and I love making these videos.